So what one should do is you should and this is a tactic that I learned from my first boss after I got a he lowballed me. So he's a great guy, and not really lowballed me. I mean, I got most of what I was asking for, but he just, after I joined and I had built up an understanding with him, he told me, you could have gotten more from me, right? You just didn't bargain enough, or like didn't get a better deal for yourself. So why should, as a business person who's running the unit, why should I offer you more money? Most people won't, right? So you need to go out and get that for yourself. So uh, what he told me is that, one, and I've been following it ever since, is one, when someone asks you your current salary, you tell the current salary. But when someone asks you what is your expected CTC, you should never give out a number at the first or any of the initial stages of the interview. So the only answer that I give when an HR asks me this question is that, it's too early. I don't even know about the role and the actual responsibilities, etc. So can I come back to you with my expected CTC at a later stage? Right? And most of the times they have not really asked me. I mean, there are one or two odd, um, I mean, strong-headed HR people who have said, and then I have not really moved forward with that, because I realized that if someone's going to be so stuck up on one small issue, then there's no point really investing time in this. But 98% of the HR people actually, the moment you tell them that let me come back to you at a later stage on this, because I want to understand the responsibilities in deeper detail, because the kind of responsibilities I'll have is actually, I mean, that's I tie my remuneration to my responsibilities, right? So they don't really fuss over it. They just let you come back at a later stage. The real impact, what happens over there, is that you start interviewing, and if you're doing well and you clear 2-3 rounds, they have already invested time in you. So then they know that, okay, we are interested in hiring Sangari, right? So then let's work out the numbers. So at that stage, once you have spoken with the team at length, they know that they need you and you would be a great fit, etc. There's more buy-in from there. Therein, it's like you are selling yourself as a product, right? So that's when you should discuss numbers, not at the as the very first question or even the first round, etc. So
Makes
yeah. And the second thing is that you should be upfront about it, that let's say someone gets paid 10 lakhs, and they know that given their years of experience, 10 lakhs is a very small sum. People in the market are making a lot more, right? So you should actually highlight it, that here are 3 reasons why I want the sum that I'm asking for. Let's say you want to go from 10 to 17. You should always ask 5-6% above your, like for example, if you want a 30% or a 40% jump, you should ask for 45%, and then give them that margin to negotiate and come down to where you are, right? So for example, a sweet spot that I have found is that when you ask for between 55 to 65%, you usually end up getting a 50% hike. Yeah, so you should highlight 2-3 reasons why why you're asking for a salary, and it should the one should be that here's the impact that I've delivered in my last previous jobs, right? I've done so and so, and I've gotten X lakhs or X crores profit for my company, or X lakh X crore savings for my company, right? And that should be your first approach if you have one. Second should be that I know, given my number of years of experience, people are actually making a lot more. So I have already spent time building credibility at my current organization. So if I'm going to move, I need this amount of money. If I'm not, then I'm not. I mean, if it's not in this kind of a range or a ballpark, then I'm not comfortable moving forward. So can you please let me know what's the best that you can do? And that's how you should keep negotiating. Just don't take the HR at face value.